Will the Yankees grab a huge series win down in Atlanta? And the MVP of the day is none other than Marcus Stroman. We got highlights, we got breakdowns, and we got the Aaron Boone post-game interview right here. New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts.
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports talk for sports nuts.
Stroman really set the tone here in this one, knowing the bullpen was short. Just how huge was his performance?
Yeah, kind of both teams. You know, we kind of used both our bullpens the last couple of days, so we're kind of going into this relying on both starters. So, you know, Stro came out there and did his thing. You know,
and I guess Marcus Stroman was right in the beginning of the season. He's a starting pitcher. When everyone was asked, let's go back in the Wayback Machine and remember when Stroman was asked if he was going to be put in the bullpen. He's like, no, I'm a starter, bro. And guess what? Today, July 20th, Sunday at 4 o'clock, he is a starting pitcher because today's performance was the best performance that I've seen from Marcus Stroman as a Yankee. Well, there you go, folks. Marcus Stroman, what a pitching performance. Saves the bullpen going into the big series in Toronto starting on Monday. He saves the bullpen and saves the Yankees season possibly. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, and 95 pitches in 6 innings. Marcus Stroman hasn't given the Yankees more than 3.5 innings in over 2 months. The last 3 outings by Marcus Stroman were dismal at best, and I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Were you worried coming into today's game with Marcus Stroman starting as starting pitcher because this bullpen was taxed, and we knew they had to perform. We knew that they had to pitch, and Marcus Stroman saved his best pitching performance as a New York Yankee for today down in hot Atlanta, and boy, was it hot. The Yankees got out to a quick 2-0 lead with Aaron Judge's big home run.
You think about the way this team battled in this series, from down a game to a come-from-behind win to taking the series today.
Oh, big time series, especially coming out of the break against a good Braves team. Man, they got a great lineup, some good pitchers, but you know, we were a little lethargic that first game, and even going in the second game, getting down early, we kind of, you know, some bad body language, but the guys picked it up. You know, we kind of.
You know what? I'm really glad Aaron Judge said that and addressed that as the captain after this series, because it seemed like the guys, after having 4 days off in the All-Star break, were asleep for about a game and a half against Atlanta, but they were lethargic. The body language was off, and Aaron Judge gets a little bit of criticism for not getting on the guys, just like Aaron Boone gets a lot of criticism for being the cool dad and the laid-back California guy. But Aaron Judge, that's not his style. And if he does reprimand somebody, it's going to be behind closed doors in the locker room, or he's going to send the veteran Big G over there to talk to the guy, because it seems like the young guys listen to him. This is what passing the baton as a Yankees franchise is all about, guys. You got Donnie Baseball, then you guys got Derek Jeter, CC Sabathia. These guys tell the young guys what it is to be a Yankee, what it means to prepare as a Yankee, what the expectations of the Yankee fans are, and they're very high all the time, but that's why you play for the New York Yankees, to don the interlocking NNY that was invented by Tiffany's in 1928, by the way. It was elected to the first officer killed by the NYPD in the line of duty, and the Yankees accepted it from Tiffany in 1928. Little random fact for you. You get a lot here on New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. And guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you watching the post-game shows with me. And tell me what you think about Marcus Stroman's performance today, baby, because he was the MVP of the day.
To get those, when we got those mistakes, don't miss them.
What's impressed you about the way Giancarlo Stanton has swung the bat the last 2 days?
He's incredible. I said he's a different guy now that he's back. He's a singles hitter, so.
Judge throwing a little shade on Giancarlo Stanton. Do you guys pick up on that? I'll replay that.
He's back. He's a singles hitter, so. I said he's a different guy now that he's back. He's a singles hitter, so.
So Aaron Judge having a little fun saying Giancarlo Stanton's a singles hitter, but it is true. If you watch Big G when he does come back from injury, and God knows we've seen that plenty of times, too many times to count. But when he comes back, they don't send him down to AAA. They let him do spring training on the fly, and they let him do it up on the major league level. So what especially a power hitter like Giancarlo Stanton, who he has natural power, and he doesn't need to have that looping swing to have power. So what those kind of guys do is they concentrate on hitting singles and just making good contact with the baseball, and that's eventually when the power and the loft will come. And you saw it today with one of the longest, fastest singles by Giancarlo Stanton today. He hit the ball at 118 miles an hour. It was a single, hit the left field wall, which was 338 feet away. It hit it on a fly, put a dent in the wall. So you can see that ball is going to start to elevate, and he already has 4 home runs on the season. So if Big G comes back, that's almost like a trade deadline right-handed acquisition bat, because if he's healthy the rest of the season, Giancarlo Stanton was the most prolific right-handed power hitters in our day and age.
Keep my words in Toronto here with a couple homers, but man, he's just impressive at bat after impressive at bat. Doesn't matter if it's his first at bat or a big pinch hit spot for us. So he's a big part of our offense. He's gonna keep it rolling.
I'm gonna let him know you said that singles hitter now.
Please do. Please.
Hey, Marcus Stroman really set the tone here in this one, knowing the bullpen was short. Just how huge was his performance?
Yeah, kind of both teams. We kind of used both our bullpens the last couple of days, so we're kind of going into this relying on both starters. So, Stroh came out there and did his thing.
And I guess Marcus Stroman was right in the beginning of the season. He's a starting pitcher. When everyone was asked, let's go back in the Wayback Machine and remember when Stroman was asked if he was going to be put in the bullpen. He's like, no, I'm a starter, bro. And guess what? Today, July 20th, Sunday at 4 o'clock, he is a starting pitcher, because today's performance was the best performance that I've seen from Marcus Stroman as a Yankee.
But for Marcus to go out there and give you 6 like that, just what did that mean for today's game and really for the next series moving forward,
now.
being able to save some guys?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. To do it in a victory, I thought he just continued to do a really good job of mixing and matching and, staying unpredictable, using all his pitches, using both sides of the plate. Thought Benny did a great job with him back there. Good defensive plays behind him. But yeah, I mean, I think he kind of ran out of gas a little bit on a hot day in the 6th there, where Olsen got him, and then a couple.
But you know what? 5 was good enough. They were expecting 4.5 from Stroman. So when he went 6 innings and then he gave up that home run, that was the perfect time to pull him. Everybody knew it. You done your job. Tip your cap and get out of there, Stroman. And Stroman is 2-0 and with a 3 ERA. 5 walks, 12 Ks, and a 2.59 batting average since the return from the injured list. So today helped his numbers a lot. And Marcus Stroman showed a gutty performance today for a guy that really, really gets thrown under the bus a lot, and I am guilty of doing that myself. I got to give this guy his flowers today. Marcus Stroman is the MVP of the Atlanta Braves series, and thank you, Marcus Stroman, baby.
Couple deep fly balls there, but he was really good.
You talked about the way he was working with Ben. What do you think allowed them to work so well together? It didn't seem like he really shook it all.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I mean, that's 2 times they've been together now where I feel like they've been really good, and I know Stroh's felt really comfortable with it. But again, I think the key for Stroh is being willing to get into the strike zone and have a presence on both sides of the plate, and then mixing the whole thing so you can't really.
That is a big thing with all the changes behind the plate and trying to get Ben Rice reps at the batter's box. He doesn't catch on a regular basis. So if Marcus Stroman wants to team up with a certain catcher where Marcus Stroman can have Ben Rice as his catcher, because Aaron Boone just said there's a little bit of thing going on. There's a little bit of a partnership, and it seems like they're liking each other. So that gives Ben Rice another foot in the door with getting his way in the lineup. By the way, we got to really praise Ben Rice for not opening up his mouth, playing everywhere on the field, and doing everything he can to be put into the lineup where there's no excuses to take him out, whether it's hustling, whether it's donning the catching gear, going to first base, DHing, selling hot dogs, whatever the Yankees want, Ben Rice does, and that is the old school Yankee way.
Release lay on one certain pitch, or because he's giving you a lot of different looks.
Judge Joe, okay.
What do you feel like's been the difference for him since coming off the injury?
Yeah.
3 more hits for Stan today. He's up to high 280s. What are you seeing from him?
I mean, he's squaring it every time. the pinch hit at bat Friday night, smoked a couple balls, smoked last night. Until the strikeout at the end, the first 4 balls, he smokes that ball to right center too for the out. Just seeing the ball really well. I think really good takes, and then making some really good swing decisions. And
listen, Giancarlo Stanton is like a circus performer at this point, bro. Like, I wish his body held up, because you can see that the game has slowed down for Giancarlo Stanton. It's clicked mentally. Obviously, he's a good player, has all the talent in the world. He's built like a statue. But you can see that I think he's figured the game out. And when he can stay healthy and he can stay consistent, dude, he's a dangerous hitter. And I don't know any teams that are going to want to pitch to this guy in the postseason because of what he did last year. I mean, Stanton's been doing this his whole Yankee career. Yeah, he doesn't have the regular season numbers, but he has the postseason numbers. By the way, little another Yankee fact. Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge have the same amount of postseason home runs. I know they were done in different manners, but just next time you get on Aaron Judge's case, remember, they have the same amount of postseason home runs, and Aaron Judge has played in less years. All right, so these are the probables for the Toronto series, and the only thing that is questionable is Max Fried, and that's why he is pushed back to Wednesday, because you got to remember, he has the blister on the pad of his finger. He had a side session today. No reports on how that went or how the finger is feeling. I didn't hear anything during the broadcast. He usually gets blisters underneath his fingernails, which is grotesque and sounds extremely painful. So for once, he's gotten on the pad of his fingers, so that's a little bit easier to heal, which is good news. First game, we got Carlos Rodón going against Kevin Gausman. Don't let Kevin Gausman's win-loss record or his ERA fool you. He can have a very good start at any time. Then we got the return of the Cam Schlittler. Very, very, very impressive performance in his first time out. Was like a storybook movie with his parents in the audience watching that performance that he did have, going up against the old veteran, the crafty guy. Hopefully Cam Schlittler can turn into one day. Max Scherzer, also another guy. Don't let the numbers fool you. He can come out and give a great outing. And then we have Max Fried and Chris Bassett. Now remember, Chris Bassett's having an excellent year at 10-4 with a 3.89 ERA. And Chris Bassett always pitches well against the New York Yankees. So the Yankees are going to have their work cut out for them. But what a big win today. Good series win, 7-3, going into Toronto tomorrow. And guys, I'm going to have you covered on Instagram, New York Minute, NEWYRKMIN, wall-to-wall coverage tomorrow for the Toronto series. Right here, every post-game, New York Yankees, New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. We're going to have the post-game wrap-up, hopefully after a big W in Toronto. Yankees need this series. I want to sweep. Go right into first place, and then the Yankees can go right on a stride into the postseason. And guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What did you think about Marcus Stroman today? What did you think about the captain's performance and his Big G about to blow up? And also, let me know what you think about the show in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you once again for the over 110,000 views here on YouTube and over the 2.3 million views on Instagram alone in the past 2 weeks, guys. It's New York Minute Sports. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.